This concerns every single NIO shareholder out there. NIO CEO says, stop dreaming. Guys, things are getting even more brutal here in China in terms of the EV price war. It just came out that Hi-Fi actually has only 3 months to survive. The CEO said it himself. They have 3 months left to survive, and within this 3 months' time, if they cannot turn things around, they are going to die. And believe it or not, he said that there are actually people willing to take them over, and there's actually investors willing to pour more money in. But unfortunately, it seems like they have not agreed on the terms yet. So will they survive? Will they not? We do not know. And this seems to be the next car company after Airways, Innovate, Weltmeister that have collapsed and died. And just today, actually, all right, big news, Neta, all right, also a very big automaker here in China, a new one as well. They've been delivering quite a lot of vehicles back in 2022 and some doing okay in 2023. They've announced that they are delaying their annual bonuses. Now, this is a sign that things are not doing too well. And apparently the reasoning behind this, according to DCAR, is the fact that investors, shareholders, the big bosses that own Neta were not satisfied with Neta's performance in 2023 and hence do not agree on giving those bonuses out. So clearly you can tell that things are getting very, very tough here in China. Now, what is going on with NIO? NIO CEO saying that we need to stop dreaming. Well, the stop dreaming comes in 2 dreams, actually. He says that we need to stop dreaming that the EV market, the automobile market, will get better. In fact, it will get much, much worse. So stop dreaming that it will get better. It will not get better. It will get more cruel. The competitiveness, the price war will get much, much more cruel. And then the second one, very, very big, and this concerns every single NIO shareholder out there. All right, every single NIO shareholder needs to listen to this. He said that they will never cut prices to trade for volume. You can give up on that dream, both internal people and external people. So internal means the sales reps and all those people that work for NIO. You got to give up on that dream that NIO is going to cut prices so that they can sell more cars. Give up on that dream. And externally, which means everybody else waiting to buy a NIO, perhaps waiting for NIO to cut prices. It's not going to happen. Have a listen.
Next year and the year after, the competition will be exceedingly harsh.
For NIO, I'll elaborate on this brand.
We won't trade price for quantity.
First off, given the ruthless nature of market competition, stop dreaming that it will get better.
Secondly, stop dreaming that we will trade price for volume. It won't happen. Externally and internally, we need to abandon these dreams. This will hike the gross profit margin, enhance the capabilities of the sales and service system, and trade for the sales system.
So that was AI translated, okay? But you get the message. You get the message. Now, if you guys watched my live stream yesterday on our Blue Sky Coming channel, along with Eric, TIY by Tang, and also our special guest, WheelsBoy, who just tested a ton of cars, all right? He's tested more cars than most people here in China. And he offered his honest opinion about how to fix the problems with NIO. First thing he said was obviously entertainment. Entertainment in the car, really not there, right? One vertical screen compared to the other guys, which are, cheaper in price, but have more screens. People want screens. It's just the way it is. And then also he said that he believes that NIO will inevitably be forced to cut prices in order to sell their vehicles. And you're just seeing the CEO absolutely refuse to cut prices. The good thing is he did say that he will find other ways to improve profit margins through efficiencies, etc. Try to earn money other ways. That's very good. But this is like a whole deja vu situation like last year. Last year, 2023, all right, deliveries were okay in Q1. Q2 deliveries absolutely cratered. It got so bad that by June, they had to do a quote-unquote price cut where they essentially took away the free battery swap, split it apart, and then took that away and said, hey, without the free battery swap, the car is a little bit cheaper. And that's their sort of unofficial way of doing the price cut. But they got the price down. But it seems like we might be entering the same predicament. And it turns out, with the 2024 refresh versions, big chip upgrade, very good. And I think this will boost numbers temporarily, very nice. But I think overall, especially in this economy here in China, and everybody's doing price cuts like crazy. BYD cutting the price of the Chin down to 70k RMB. That's just insane, man. That's just dirt cheap price, man. That is dirt cheap price. Everybody's cutting prices. Again, a new round of price cuts here in China. And it just seems that, NIO's lunch is getting stolen by those other guys with those price cuts. Ethan on our podcast said that the Zeekr 007, even though he did not get to test it, that is pretty much stealing every single Xiaomi SU7 customer. And because of that car, the Xiaomi SU7 probably cannot be priced at the price that they wanted to price it at. And likewise, apparently here in China, the most popular Zeekr 007 model is actually the four-wheel drive variant, which costs around 250k, which is only a tiny bit cheaper. All right, so NIO start at 298k RMB, and that's the ET5 and ET5T, by the way. So for about 40k cheaper, you got the Zeekr 007 four-wheel drive variant. Is that going to affect some sales from NIO's ET5? Obviously, okay? And look, I understand why they're not cutting prices. They want to make room for the sub-brand, and they're rushing to push the sub-brand out as fast as they can. And guys, that just means that there's going to be a big period of waiting game before the sub-brand actually gets delivered. All right, debut in May. All right, that's when it's going to debut. And then factory trial production in July. Okay, and then deliveries in October. So actually, we're not going to see deliveries kick in from the sub-brand until Q4 of this year. All right, until Q4 of this year. Now, the sub-brand, all right, rumored to be nicknamed Envo, definitely going to sell a lot, all right, in my personal opinion. I think, that car, cheap car with battery swap, game changer, all right? But it does not remove from the fact that NIO's currently without price cuts at the same price point while everybody else is making their cars cheaper. That's going to make it very tough, all right? So investors, give up on the dream that NIO's going to cut prices for more volume, more sales. Not going to happen. They don't want to invade the sub-brand price territory. I understand that. I respect that. But that just means that there's going to be some waiting time. And I guess that's a big, warning to potential buyers that, you're not going to get the car cheaper, right? Just buy it for what it is right now. Or, if you see something else that's much cheaper, a competitor, well, you make the choice, but you're not going to see a NIO cheaper. NIO's standing firm. But like Ethan from WheelsBoy said, I believe if the sales number drop, say in April or May, substantially down to like 6,000 per month, something around that level, all right, I hope that doesn't happen. But if it does, NIO may be forced, twisted, the arm twisted by the market to do another price cut. It'll be an ugly one, but it seems like it's inevitable according to WheelsBoy. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, like, it is what it is. They're refusing to do price cuts, which I respect, but it seems like they just got to do it, man. It's just the market is so competitive. So we got all our hopes on the sub-brand. And I think the sub-brand will be very successful. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.